Piare Saad Sangat Ji, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. To all the Sikh Channel viewers, a very good day to you. We are in the heart of London. We have today come to see and visit Arjan Singh Bhullar and Gurdeep Singh, his training partner. We are in a NIDO building, which is the heart of the Canadian training centre, and we'll be talking to them both very shortly. Mr. Arjan Singh, can you please tell me a little bit about your history when you was young, how your father actually got you into wrestling and where you went from there?
Thank you, Sikh TV, and for having me here. Thank you for supporting Sikh TV and athletes like myself. When I got into the sport, long time ago, you know, Vancouver is very unique.
Yeah.
Not like any other place in Canada. अपनी उस community sports ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਮਗਰ ਲੱਗੀ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ route 1970 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੇਰੇ ਖਿਆਲ ਤੋਂ ਜੋ ਬੰਦੇ ਪਹਿਲੋਂ ਆਏ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਦੋਂ ਦੇ ਆ you know, lot of support for ਪਹਿਲਵਾਨੀ and kabaddi and that type of stuff ਆਪਣੇ ਮੇਲੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ and that's how my dad started. ਆਪਣੇ ਮੇਲਿਆਂ 'ਚ ਘੁਲਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਵੀ ਲੰਡਨ ਵੀ ਆਇਆ ਆ ਬਾਕੀ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ USA ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਨਾਲ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਮਗਰ ਫਿਰਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਨਿੱਕਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਛੋਟਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਪਿਆਰ ਬਣ ਗਿਆ you know ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਕੁਸ਼ਤੀ ਵੀ and you know I've been doing it ever since. ਸਾਡੇ ਖਾੜਾ we've had a khada at our house since day one.
Fantastic.
Lived on a farm, you know, ਉੱਥੇ ਬੱਕਰੀਆਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਸੀ ਮੱਝ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ like India, old school. And even now we live on a cranberry farm.
Yeah.
Simple living and you know, just train twice a day every day. That's the way we live.
I hope all the viewers and the young people are listening to this. We're not asking you to keep majjan in your house in London, but at the same time we would like to get fit because obesity levels are very, very high. Talking on from there, your education, your high school, your university, did you do wrestling all the way through, and what were your achievements?
Well, you know, sport allowed me to have confidence growing up.
Yeah.
And as a kid, you're very self-conscious, that type of stuff. Kids are confused, they always want to be cool and this and that.
Yeah.
Because I was a champ in wrestling, that gave me confidence. You know, people followed me even wherever I went, even then I was in the papers, that type of stuff. And, you know, football, I played basketball.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same, it was a team sport and we never won as much. You know, wrestling, if I won, I had all the glory.
I was reading on some history on Google, and it said that you scored some goals in football as well.
Yeah. I was good in football, you know. I did very well. We're talking American football.
All right.
Not yeah, that's soccer for us.
Soccer, yeah.
American football with the pads and hitting people and all that.
Yeah.
So did that and did the basketball.
Right.
But it wasn't the same as wrestling. I like the one-on-one combat of, you know, of two guys. Yeah, you won, it was all about you. You lost, go put in more work. You can't blame anybody, you know.
I believe that carried from your father's genes into you.
Oh, definitely, you know. Not only that, you know, yes, I had the drive and all that, but I had a good example at home. My dad was a wrestler. He led a very disciplined life. He never drank, never smoked, nothing like that, even to this day. So when parents tell you don't do this and that, he did it himself. So he's not, you know, having a drink every night and telling me not to do that. And every morning when I worked out, he woke up with me 6 in the morning, took me out.
Fantastic.
You know, so I mean, that's the way we grew. And there was always challenges. When I grew older, I didn't want to listen to him as much.
Yeah.
And, you know, he allowed me, kind of fall on my face and learn my lessons and then come back. So,
Sikh Channel viewers, please note, 6 a.m. in the morning and going for training. What do you do 6 a.m. in the morning? We need to also learn something from today's interview. Please keep watching. Can you please tell us, Arjan, once you finished high school and university, then you went into wrestling. Were you competing at that level then?
Yeah, I was one of the biggest recruits coming out of high school.
Yeah.
and I ended up going to university. I didn't really like school, still don't. I can't sit in a classroom.
Right.
My parents always wanted me to be a doctor, be a lawyer, just like any other parents.
Yeah.
But I knew what I wanted. I wanted to be a champion wrestler. So I put everything I had into it, and I wanted to be the best in the world. I didn't want to be average.
Yeah.
Everything I do, that's the way I do it. I want to be the best. And so I went to university.
Yep.
Got a free education,
Yeah.
which was really nice.
Is that like a scholarship or?
Scholarship, I didn't have to burden my parents with tuition or fees or nothing like that.
Fantastic.
They covered everything for me. And at the same time, I did what I wanted. I wrestled. So I made my parents happy by going to school, and I made myself happy by wrestling.
That's the best way, because one day when one retires from sport, you've got the education to fall back on.
Definitely, you always gotta, I wouldn't say have a backup plan.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people that say have a backup plan, they didn't accomplish what they wanted to.
Yeah.
If I don't believe in backup plans, I believe in going after something with everything you have.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get it done.
Right.
But sports-wise, it does come to an end one day.
Yeah.
So you have to have something else to turn to. So that was what that was about. And
that's brilliant.
yeah.
During this time, your mother has played a big role in this, because she's been giving you and looking after your diet. Can you tell me a little bit about your diet in wrestling? And has it changed in the last 5 years or 10 years?
My mother has looked after everything, not just the diet.
Like all mothers do.
Mothers are what keeps the household together and keeps families intact,
Yeah.
My dad's the one kicking my ass. My mom's bringing me back. She's giving me the love I need. But also the kick in the ass when I need that as well.
Yeah.
There's always both.
There's always the question here in sports people. I personally am in martial arts. People say, what do you eat, sensei? I said, I don't eat nothing special. Everything that God has created.
You're telling me those muscles are all natural?
They're natural.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're natural.
Good stuff.
Yeah, they're natural. I'm a pure vegetarian.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I like my dal roti as well.
Yeah, 100%.
I do eat meat.
Yes.
I need the protein, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But I find I eat too much of that stuff. I don't feel as alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they say, you eat more live food, the more alive you feel.
Fantastic.
So that's what I try to do.
Yeah.
But certain times you travel the world, you just eat whatever comes your way. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm lucky I don't have to cut weight. I'm a heavyweight.
Yeah.
So that
that can be noticed.
yeah. So that helps me in terms of that. I work out so much, I burn so many calories that I have to eat almost anything that comes my way to keep the calories up. So as I start losing weight.
So with the actual training now, you do one-to-one wrestling, you practice with Gurdeep Singh and other partners, no doubt.
Yeah.
During that time, you also took part in the 2010 Commonwealth Games.
Yeah.
Can you please tell us, I've seen that on YouTube.
Okay.
It's fantastic. I think everybody should go on YouTube to look at that. Can you tell us how that competition was, especially the final? And when you won the medal, what did you feel?
Well, I don't know if you know, the leading up to it, there was a lot of hype on the match. Because the guy had beaten me 9 months prior.
Okay.
In Vancouver, in my hometown.
Right.
So there's a little bit of revenge I was seeking against the Indian guy. And plus they had gone to the papers and guaranteed victory, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So it was good. I performed the best when my back's against the wall. So, and I have something to prove. That's just what gets me going. So I was fired up. Guys like Gurdeep over here, they helped me train real well and prepare real well.
Yeah.
So I was confident. And I had to thank them first when I won, obviously, and my coaches.
Yeah.
But, it was a lot of fun.
I saw you doing this to the crowd. You were doing this on YouTube.
Yeah.
You was really well into it.
That was to all my Team Bhullar people out there, all the Sikh community out there.
Yeah.
That was a maple leaf on my singlet.
Yeah.
That was for Canada. That was just it. And then I got the Canadian flag, did the circle around the mats.
Yeah.
And I had my family in the stands, which was awesome. A lot of the old wrestlers that used to wrestle with my dad were watching. They were the coaches there now. So, he felt pretty proud. They were coming up to him, congratulating him. Everything came full circle. It was nice.
When you stood on top of the pedestal, it wasn't the silver, it wasn't the bronze. It was the gold medal. And they put that around your neck. Please just tell the viewers about that as well.
It's not so much about the medal. People say gold medal, this and that. It's about the journey that gets you there and the feeling of accomplishment. That's what it was about.
Very good.
Even the medal, I don't look at it much nowadays. I mean, it's there. But it's just a symbol of the journey and the accomplishment and all the hard work that went into it.
But you have become a role model. You see with the actual gold medal becomes a lot of responsibilities, because people look up to you and say, I want to be like Arjan Singh Bhullar, and I want to follow his path.
The thing I say is I'm still the same man with or without that medal.
I can see that.
For other people, they, I guess, look at me a little more, and if that's what it takes for them to better themselves, sure. But I got faults, and I do a lot of stupid things and
Yeah.
a lot of wrongs, and I will. That's just the way life is. I'm no saint.
Yeah.
But if someone can look at me and better themselves, then why not?
Saad Sangaji, I would just like to read out the accomplishments of Arjan Singh Bhullar. 2006 University World Championship bronze medalist, 2-time NIA Championship SFU wrestling, only wrestler in history to win both NAIA and CIS national championships, 2008 SFU Athlete of the Year, 2009 Canadian Wrestler of the Year, 2010 we just discussed, Commonwealth Games champion, and 2011 Sport BC University Athlete of the Year. These are all major accomplishments. People will always look up to you, and that's fantastic. Coming on a little bit about talking about when your aircraft landed at Heathrow Airport. We met you at Heathrow Airport. Sikh Channel met you there. We were all there. We met the whole Canadian team.
Yep.
And we had a very, very good discussion there. So now you are training with Gurdeep Singh. And Gurdeep Singh, could you please tell us a little bit about yourself? And I know you landed 2 days later, but tell us how your training is going and how Arjan Singh Bhullar is getting on.
Just real quick once, it was an awesome feeling coming out of that airport and having 6 Sardars waiting there for me, greeting me, and greeting the rest of Team Canada. That was an awesome feeling, and I want to thank you guys for that. Other than that, here's my guy.
ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ Sikh Channel ਦੇ viewers ਨੂੰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਹੈਗਾ Gurdeep Singh Beesla and I'm here as Arjan's training partner and once again thank you to all the viewers who have supported Arjan in his journey for the 2012 games so ਮੈਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ ਵੀ Arjan ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਵੀ role model ਸੀਗਾ even before the gold medal at the Commonwealth Games. So I'm one of those wrestlers. Arjan Hamesha Sato senior siga. So ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਜਵਾਨੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਗਏ Arjan ਤੋਂ ਨਾਲ training partner ਸੀਗੇ. So it's been amazing here in London so far and everyone here is amazing. Thank you to the Sikh community. Arjan is looking great. The past 5-6 days ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਸਾਡੀ ਪੂਰੀ ਆ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੋ ਕੁਛ Arjan ਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਅਸੀਂ help ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ doctors, physiotherapy, ਸਾਡੇ massage therapist Balraj Singh so so everything's looking great and ਹੁਣ ਉਮੀਦ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ best performance Arjan Kaduga 11 ਤਰੀਕ ਨੂੰ.
Sikh Channel will be watching out for that, and no doubt we'll be recording that as well. Just coming back on you, Arjan Singh, could you please tell me whether you actually, prior to the preparation of your training, that you drink alcohol or have you smoked at any time in your life?
You know what? You can't do that if you do what I do. Because we wake up 6-7 in the morning every day, you're training twice a day, it's impossible.
Right.
And and people that do that usually don't have something to wake up for that early, aren't training for something.
Yeah.
Not only will it put me back in terms of my training, I won't be able to get up that next morning and do what I have to. Yeah. And that gives another day to my opponents to gain on me.
Definitely.
So you can't.
Definitely.
So I think not only you can't just tell people don't do this or don't do that, why not? Yeah, we know it's bad for your health.
Yeah.
A lot of things that are bad for health people do anyways. I think what you got to tell them is have some type of goals and aspirations.
Yeah.
So then they can't do that even if they want to.
Yeah.
That's the key, I believe.
And you got Gurdeep Singh to watch out for that. So he's watching out for your diets and make sure you don't.
Exactly. If I come to practice in bad shape, then I'm going to get beat up. I don't want that. I got too much pride for that.
I'm sure he won't do that.
Yeah.
Just touching on the side of the steroids that. In the press, they highlight that certain athletes from certain countries have used drugs to win medals, whether it be gold, silver, or bronze. What are your feelings on that?
Well, I have chosen not to do that. I've never, doped or anything like that.
Yeah.
And that's because I do this for the love of the sport. It's not necessarily, obviously, it's to win.
Yeah.
But I want to win, the clean way, the better way. It's that much sweeter.
Yeah.
Now, I've trained with people that have, done are doping.
Yeah.
I've competed against that have
Right.
that are going to, some guys here at the Olympics are going to be doping. I know they are. They have, the way it is, especially the Eastern Europeans, is a lot of money involved.
Yeah.
So at the elite level, world-class level, a lot of people are doping. That's just the bottom line.
But just to touch on that, I've read in the press that every athlete is going to be checked.
Yeah, they say the people that are using are 10 years ahead of the people checking. That's just press. That's to make it sound good.
Right, right.
The truth is, I've been to Russia. I've been to a lot of these countries.
Yeah.
They go to doctors, and doctors help their teams on how to go around these tests. Every Wednesday, the Russian wrestling team goes to the doctor for their appointments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not necessary. I mean, if I look at that as well, I won't blame the wrestlers either. They're very poor. They've got no future, really. They're good at a certain sport. That's their livelihood.
Yeah.
That's how they're bringing, bread on the table for their families.
Yeah, yeah.
So can you really blame them, or do you blame the higher-ups that are helping them do that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're just trying to make a living at the same time. And then I'm competing against them. I don't think it's fair because I'm natural.
Yeah.
And if they beat me and they're doped up, then how about my dreams?
Yeah.
But Vaiguru's watching. Everything works out in the end.
Maybe we should have a Go Green Olympics.
Yeah, it is the way it is. I think just the way life is, there's always a right way and a wrong way of doing things.
Of course.
There'll be cheaters. There'll be people that do it the right way, and you just got to make that choice. And I don't think it's 100% preventable, but you just got to make your own choice.
Gurdeep Singh, what are your views on steroids?
I couldn't have said it any better. Arjan ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਸਾਰੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਚ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਆ ਆਪਾਂ it's hard to say, but India ਵੀ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਆ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ Commonwealth Games ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਕਾਫੀ there was a big issue. Indian teams were not getting tested. ਆਪਣੇ Canadian athletes, almost every single athlete was getting tested.
Right.
And ਆਪਾਂ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਆ everyday news ਵਿੱਚ ਕਬੱਡੀ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਕਾਫੀ ਚੱਕਰ ਹੈਗਾ doping, using steroids and banned substances. But Canada ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਆ ਵੀ laws, rules, they're very strict. And so ਸਾਡੇ ਤਾਂ ਟੈਸਟ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਜਿਹੜੇ volunteers ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਅਰਜਨ ਦਾ ਟੈਸਟ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਟੈਸਟ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ so I believe it's hard to make that happen everywhere in the world. But for Canada, everyone's getting drug tested, and those who are taking drugs and are abusing, medications and whatnot, they are getting busted. Okay. And so, but like Arjan, I couldn't explain it any better.
Thank you. Okay, brilliant. You also mentioned there's female wrestlers in the Canadian team. Yeah. Are there any upcoming Sikh girls also taking part in the wrestling?
Yeah, in Vancouver especially, we got some girls coming through. Some have won the provincial championships. Some are on the national team at the lower levels.
Fantastic.
And like for us, first it was the first generation. They wrestled in the upper mille.
Yeah.
ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ we took it to the next level, national, international. ਹੁਣ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ. And I'm sure the future looks very good for them as well.
That's fantastic. There's very good structure in Canada. I can just feel that from you.
Yes,
I don't think that we've got that structure here in the UK. There's not many people that scout for people who are good at athletes within schools. But I think your structure is very good.
You guys have a very good community. You guys are very solid. You just have to come together and design the right plan to make it happen. You have to prioritize it and come together. That's all it is.
What do you feel about having a mini Olympics for the Sikhs? Inviting from all over the world and holding a mini Olympics within the UK, and Sikh Channel, of course, will be hosting that. What are your feelings on that?
I'll be anything that brings our community at a higher level internationally, brings more publicity and prestige to our community. I'm behind something like that. Would do nothing but positive for our community. I would be 100% behind it.
So all the Sikh Channel Sangat, you've listened to Arjan Singh, Gurdeep Singh. No drugs. Do not use drugs in any sport. It's not going to help you. It's going to destroy your body in the long run. Don't cheat. You know you're going to cheat yourself, and we don't need that. Live healthy, train hard, and work hard and respect your parents. Moving on a little bit, spirituality. How do you use spirituality ਭਗਤੀ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
pray ਕਰਨਾ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕਰਨੀ how do you bring that into your life and how do you couple that with your training?
well you know ਆਪਾਂ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਪੂਰੀ ਕਰੀ ਦੀ ਆ ਪਰ end of the day ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਸਾਰਾ ਦੇਣਾ ਆ and you know whatever is going to happen is going to happen
Yeah.
and I believe in that and you know ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕਰੀ ਦੀ every night and you know before every trip
Fantastic.
Baki, you know, it's not about what you show, it's what you have on the inside, the feeling you have, and how strong your faith and belief is inside of you. And I'm very at peace
Yeah.
within myself.
Yeah.
And that comes a lot from my mother as well. She's a yoga teacher.
Right.
And she's very much into spirituality.
Yeah.
And I think anyone jira palwani karda us saad banda hona chahiye. You can't do palwani otherwise. You have to be a good person.
ਅਸੀਂ ਅਰਜਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਗੁਰੂਆਂ ਨੇ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਿੰਗ ਕਨਸੈਪਟ ਸੰਤ ਸਿਪਾਹੀ ਦੀ ਕਨਸੈਪਟ ਰੱਖੀ ਹੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਅੰਗਦ ਦੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਨੇ ਰੈਸਲਿੰਗ ਸਿਖਾਈ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਟੀਨੇਜਰਸ ਨੂੰ ਸਪੋਰਟਸ ਵਾਸ ਆਲਰੇਡੀ in the Sikh history. It's always been there. So can you please touch on how the spirituality side works for you in wrestling?
For me, it's much the same as Arjan. ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਦੇ ਤੋਂ you know viewers ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹੋਣੇ ਆ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੌਮ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਪਹਿਲਵਾਨ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਗੱਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਜਾਣ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ
Fantastic.
so that's my means of spirituality see ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਸੱਟ ਨਾ ਲੱਗੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ and bring me success along with that ਅਸੀਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਟ੍ਰਿਪ ਤੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਸੀ ਹੁਣ ਯੂਰਪ ਚ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ UK ਚ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਜਾਣਾ before we come for me ਮੈਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਮਦਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਕਿਆ ਆ ਸੋ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਕੁਛ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਸੁਣਾ for example ਕਥਾ ਚੱਲਦੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਮੈਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਮਮ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛ ਸਕਦਾ mom explain karo and for me you know Arjan hamesha kanda hunda it's from Gurbani man jeet hai jag jeet so that's I believe for him that's his way of spirituality as well.
Sikh Channel is man jeete jag jeet. Those who have conquered their minds have in fact conquered the world. Tan Guru Nanak Dev ji bol rahe. Fantastic what you said there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Arjan Singh ji, coming back on you. You're not getting tired on me, are you?
No, I'm okay. You know, maybe a little hungry, but that's about it.
You're a bit hungry, okay.
Yeah.
What did you have to eat today?
Today, actually, you know, we came from Loughborough.
Yeah.
Been a long train ride. We packed a lunch for that.
Yeah.
Sandwich and some fruits and that type of stuff.
Well, you beat me because I haven't had lunch yet.
Yeah.
We've all had a hard day with the Sikh Channel crew.
That's true. It's worth it, though. It's well
worth it. I would like you, just to finish up, advise the youth in the UK. What would you like to say to them about regards getting into sports, doing good deeds, respecting their parents, working hard and sharing with others, being honest? So something from Arjan Singh Bhullar that would change the lives of the young people in the UK.
Well, kind of touched on it before. There's a right way and wrong way of living life. And I would just encourage them to live the right way as much as they can. You're obviously going to stray the other way as well from here, you know, from time to time.
Yeah.
But in general, live as honest and straight as possible. Live life to the fullest. You know, be a champion in every sense. School, you know, sports, whatever it is. You want to be a mother, be the best mother. You want to be a father, be the best father you can be.
Yeah.
Best husband you can be, best wife you can be, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Just be a champion in every sense. And in terms of wrestling, in terms of sports, I encourage you to get involved in sports because you can work your 9 to 5 and go home and live, you know, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
But once you're a champion for the rest of your life. And even when you're gone, people will remember you. That's why I do it, and I do it to compete. So, you know, whatever it is, find your passion and just do it the right way.
Thank you, Arjan. And Gurdeep Singh, would you like to
Hanji,
say something for the youth?
Youth ਨੂੰ ਵੀ parents ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ
ਜ਼ਰੂਰ
ਪਹਿਲਾਂ parents ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਨਵੋਲਵਮੈਂਟ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਰਾਓ doesn't matter ਪਹਿਲਵਾਨੀ ਹੋਵੇ soccer ਹੋਵੇ football tennis basketball anything sport ਕਰੋ ਤਾਂ sports ਕਰੋ ਤਾਂ parents ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ support ਕਰੋ youth ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ, youth, please try getting involved in sports. There's too many negative influences in our society these days.
Definitely.
We hear about it all the time in Canada, in Vancouver and Surrey. To add to that, I'd like the youth to consider who their friends are. Hang around with friends who will bring you success, not friends who will bring you down. So that's from youth. That's the main message, and it can apply to youth all over the world. So that's pretty much for parents and youth. Those are my messages.
Fantastic. Guru Pyari Sahib Sangat ji, ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਅਰਜਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਭੁੱਲਰ ਤੇ ਗੁਰਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਕੱਢਿਆ ਹੈ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਵੀ ਟਾਈਮ ਕੱਢਿਆ ਹੈ। ਤਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਭੁੱਖ ਵੀ ਥੋੜ੍ਹੀ ਲੱਗੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹਾਂ। ਅਵਤਾਰ ਸਿੰਘ, ਸਿੱਖ ਚੈਨਲ ਕੈਮਰਾਮੈਨ, ਸਿੱਖ ਚੈਨਲ ਕਰੂ, ਓਂਕਾਰ ਸਿੰਘ, ਬਹੁਤ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ। ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ, ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ, ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਰਹਿਣਾ। ਸਪੋਰਟਸ ਤਾਂ ਡਾਇਟ, ਇਹ ਸਾਰੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਆਪ ਲੁੱਕ ਆਫਟਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ। ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰਾਈਟ ਪਾਥ ਫੋਲੋ ਕਰੋ, ਸੱਚ ਬੋਲੋ, ਵਰਕ ਹਾਰਡ ਐਂਡ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਵਿਦ ਅਦਰਸ, ਨਾਮ ਜਪੋ, ਵੰਡ ਕੇ ਛਕੋ, ਸਾਰੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮਾਲਕ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਿਖਾਈਆਂ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਉਹ ਫੋਲੋ ਕਰੋ, ਸਪੋਰਟਸ ਆਪ ਹੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੀਆਂ। ਸੋ ਅਰਜਨ ਸਿੰਘ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਸਿੱਖ ਚੈਨਲ ਬਾਰੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੀਆਂ ਕੀ ਸੋਚਾਂ ਹੈ?
ਆਪਣੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਲਈ ਵੈਰੀ ਬਿਗ ਥਿੰਗ, ਸਿੱਖੀ ਲਈ ਆਪਣਾ ਚੈਨਲ ਆ ਸਿੱਖ ਚੈਨਲ ਜੀ ਐਂਡ ਐਵਰੀਬਾਡੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਇਟ। ਸਾਰੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਵਾਚ ਸਿੱਖ ਚੈਨਲ। ਆਈ ਨੋ ਆਈ ਵਿਲ ਬੀ as well as Gurdeep Singh, and good luck in the future.
And we wish both of you, and we wish the Canadian team, and wish Arjan Singh Bhullar that Guru Maharaj Kirpa Karan, that you'll be standing on the medal tables as well, and Sikh Channel will be there, and that will be fantastic for the whole Sikh community in the whole world. Wouldn't that be great? ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਦੀ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਦੇਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿ ਸਿੱਖ ਚੈਨਲ ਜੀ ਹੁਣ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ, ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਘਰ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਨੈਕਸਟ ਮੰਥ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਚੈਨਲ, ਤਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਕੈਨੇਡੀਅਨ ਸਿੱਖਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸੋ ਕਿ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੋਊਗੀ?
ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੈ ਜੀ। ਆਪਣੀ ਇਹ ਐਡਵਾਂਸਮੈਂਟ ਹੋਈ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੌਮ ਦੀ ਜੀ, ਵੀ ਆਪਣਾ ਇਹ ਚੈਨਲ ਹੋਇਆ ਵਰਲਡ ਵਾਈਡ ਜੀ। ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਸਾਰੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰੋ, ਦੇਖੋ ਸਿੱਖ ਚੈਨਲ ਨੂੰ। ਤਾਂ ਬਾਕੀ ਮੈਂ ਦੇਖੂੰਗਾ, ਸਾਰੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਫਰੈਂਡਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੂੰਗਾ, ਗੁਰਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਵੀ ਦੱਸੂਗਾ। ਤਾਂ ਗੁੱਡ ਲੱਕ, ਹੋਪਫੁਲੀ ਇਟ ਗਰੋਜ਼ ਐਂਡ everybody watches.
Fantastic. Sikh Channel, you're watching us, we're watching you. Take care.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।